Namaskar. Good evening friends. How are you doing? So you must have been seeing the test match between Pakistan and Australia. And I can only say one thing. Cricket is a game of moments. And the moments missed by Pakistan remind me of the Indian team of the 1990s. Unfortunately, India in the 1990s did not have a penetrating bowler. Or even if we had a penetrating bowler, we did not have any feeder bowlers who would ensure the pressure which was put on by the main strike bowler was maintained. Kumble at the start of his career was not very effective in foreign countries, but he improved gradually. The same issue I am seeing is happening to Pakistan, and I am not happy. It is not because Pakistan is very beloved to me or something. It is because I like cricket. And Pakistan, no matter what the system is, have raw talent and some very good players. They have a very strict, and when I say strict, a very harsh domestic system which ensures either the raw talent which makes it or people who are absolutely street smart. You have Javed Miandad, Abdul Razak, Azhar Mahmood who have been coming through the system. And you have breakthroughs like Wasim Akram, Waqar Yunis and Muhammad Amir. Now let me come to the test match. They had 4 wickets down on the first day, Pakistan, on a cloudy pitch, typical English conditions. But they allowed the highest 5th wicket partnership. Just think of it, highest 5th wicket partnership, 359 runs. This broke the record held against India in the Brabourne Stadium in 1970s by Tony Greig and the gentleman names I forgot. Please forgive me for that. 359 runs is not a matter of joke, and the runs came at close to 4 runs per over. That is unforgivable. Jos Buttler was playing for his test career in the first test. You have now made him one of the top most wicketkeeper batsmen. His 152 is his highest international score, and it surpasses his domestic highest score, which I believe was 144. And not everything was good batting. He put pressure and you took the bait and pushed the field, and he took quick singles. As for Zak Crawley, congratulations to him, very good batting. There was a period from 49 to 70s when he looked very shaky, but he did not get out. That is a big thing. Take your time, you may look ugly. The scoreboard will never tell you how ugly you look. Scoring runs is what matters. And 267 runs, fantastic innings. But for experts who have played the game, I may not have played the game, but a request, don't start comparing him to Kevin Peterson just now. Normally, in your first 2 to 3 series, people have not found you out yet. The analysts are working on you. So first 2-3 series scores are good, but should not be enough to judge a batsman or a bowler. It should take 4 to 5 series minimum. Just look at Mustafizur. Made his debut against India, then very good performance against Pakistan, South Africa, and now he is not even being able to hold his place in the team. Similarly for other batsmen. So you start, you have beautiful cover drives, you have pulls. The batsman or the bowler have not found you out yet. It is when they have found you out and how you perform which matters. So well done Zak Crawley for 267, but hold your horses. Now let's come to Pakistani bowling. Mohammad Abbas, I believe, should start thinking of retirement or county cricket. Because after 5 overs, he is not a good bowler. Many other bowlers may be performing better than him. He is only a new ball bowler, and part of the thing I had mentioned in my previous videos was his left arm. So experts can tell more, but the least amount I have bowled, even with a tennis ball or a deuce ball, I believe your arm or where you end, the compactness matters a lot. Next bowler, tell me who the next bowler is. let me tell you, Shaheen Afridi bowled very well. But he's unlucky. And unfortunately, Test cricket does not say he's unlucky. 37% are inside edges. He's got the swing going, but he can't sustain it for long periods. And there will be times when you will be hit. So you should not be ashamed. And he went back. Naseem Shah, I believe, is carrying an injury. And he has a lot to do with his action. He has a very similar action to Shane Bond. But it is not compact. So the arm is coming sometimes here, sometimes here. And the ball is being wavered. In England, you get very excited seeing things that it will swing. But you have to put in the balls in the right area for it to swing. Or you expect it to swing. So Naseem Shah should not have been in the team. Ideally, Sohail Khan. I've seen him bowling in the 2015 World Cup as well as in certain test series. He's good. He's a better bet than Imran Khan Jr. And spinners, Yasir Shah, I have told earlier also, he does not have the wrong one. He may take wickets. He's a very good trier. No disrespect. But he is not a good spinner. He will go for runs. He is a very flatter trajectory bowler and he does not have the drift. And really, I personally believe a new spinner should be looked upon or groomed by Pakistan. You can play with Kashif Bhatti. He has that old-fashioned left arm thing and he is a good bowler. Pakistan should look at it. As for the batting, shameful performance. Shan Masood, I had mentioned in my previous video that after his 156, he has relaxed. It is like the typical Indian mindset. 100 and you are fixed for 10 matches. No one will tell you anything. See, I had scored that 150. Remember? This is what Shan Masood is doing. And he is becoming a bunny. I have seen Shikhar Dhawan. I have seen Virat Kohli. I have seen other left-handed batsmen falling to the same type of delivery by Anderson or Broad. So it's very difficult to play. But credits to Anderson and Broad. But you have to manage it somehow. Fawad Alam played well, but unfortunately got out to a ball. I hope this is not his last test innings, because I believe he should be getting more chances. And these are very difficult conditions to be making a comeback. Azhar Ali presently is playing for his life. The last time I checked, he was on 88. I hope he carries on. There is rain forecast for the second day. I'm very sorry. There is rain forecast for the next 2 days. So I believe Azhar Ali should be looking to survive today so that they can come out with a draw. Rizwan, as I mentioned, is a very, very compact batsman and his wicket keeping has been a revelation. So he should be kept in the team and no Karachi lobby should be allowed. Now this form may be transformed into T20s and one days and I believe he should be played and not Sarfaraz, because Sarfaraz does not merit a comeback. I'm very sorry to say, but Sarfaraz does not merit a comeback. It is very difficult for Pakistan to come back after this. And the coaching, see, being a great player and being a good coach is very different. Misbah has a level 2 coaching certificate. There are level 4s whose jobs are not there in Pakistan from news we get. So expert coaches and mentorship is different. Misbah can be a mentor, but if you put 3 responsibilities on one person, chances are that person may not succeed. Or let me put it bluntly, fail. And he has failed. It has been more than 1 year and Pakistan cricket is going downhill. It's absolutely nosediving. So they may win one match, they may win the T20 series and people will forget what happened in India earlier. But that should not be the case. I hope Pakistan comes out with a draw. But looks difficult because a collapse is not far away. That is my thinking for today, that Pakistan is not capturing moments. And unfortunately scoreboards never show that. India lost 4-1 in England, but they were in the game for 4 tests except the Lord's test. And the results could have been either or. But in Pakistan, 1 session and you are down. So hopefully Pakistan management is thinking the team needs a radical overhaul, and my request that Babar Azam should not be made the captain. He is already overburdened, a very good batsman, and the pressure is showing. He is still young. Please allow him to get into some sort of very good batting form before even thinking about giving him the captaincy in test format. That is my video and podcast for today. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, do share, subscribe, and yes, don't forget to give comments. This is me, Saurabh, signing off. Thank you.